What's up? Welcome to the Growth Family Network. Today we're going to do no more than a 5-minute update on the food forest because on the 15th we're actually going to do a whole tour of the whole property again, which is going to be our monthly garden update. But I just wanted y'all to check something out because I got to do a little chop and drop, and this probably won't make it until the 15th. So if you come in, this is that herbaceous layer of the food forest, and we talked about the comfrey and what it actually does. Why we grow comfrey is it actually provides three things that we utilize it for. One is just the ground cover. They grow crazy huge, so you're putting it as a ground cover to stop any weeds or weed suppressant. Two, it's food because you can feed it to your livestock. Three is like nutrients. These things have a tap root that goes feet into the ground, and what it does is it pulls up all those nutrients. So once it pulls up all those nutrients, it puts it into the leaves, and you can take those leaves and you set it right back on top of your soil, and as it dies and decays, it actually feeds the ground. So as you can see over here, now one thing I did notice on the outside of the food forest where our other citrus tree was that these things actually do compete for some of the, I would say, water or nutrients in your soil. So you can't just let them grow. You actually have to chop and drop. My kumquat was doing not so well, but as soon as we cut it down the next day, X-Bells, we saw new growth on it. So I decided not to wait until the update, and I'll leave some leaves, but for the most part, you want to really start thinking of weed suppressing. As you see these weeds coming in, this is an easy plant to grow, and it's not going to stop. So everything I just took off is going to push out more. So I'm able to come in and actually get a good base around. And as it grows, I'll come in, take some more. And the more of them you grow, the more you can put around more of your plants. Like I said, just giving it more nutrients. It's just feeding it at the same time, stopping those wild weeds that we don't want from coming in too close on the base of your plant. We do have another herb, and this was the rosemary. I don't know what happened to this one. I'm gonna think it was moisture because after we put it in, it kind of rained for about 2 days straight, and I don't think it, as you can see, I don't think it even had a chance. So I'm gonna try to put another one in, but this time I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. I'll raise the soil up. Hopefully that'll work. We have the raspberry, hasn't taken off. I'm starting to see a little bit of growth, but not much growth, so we're leaving that. We also have our potted plants that are in here. We actually cut this. This was the actual first tree, and it died all the way back down to here. So we had a branch came out, so we cut it off, and we're gonna, hopefully this branch will survive as our main trunk. We actually did put in a blackberry. This is a thornless one, so I don't mind doing this, getting these weeds out the way, just until it gets established. See some, now they're starting to look like grow out. So they're gonna grow out, and eventually we'll be able to propagate the blackberries. Until then, keep the weeds back just a little. We have another peach tree that's waking up. I think this is the Bella Georgia, I think. Make sure. Yeah, this is a Bella Georgia. All of our peaches do well here, but when we put them in the ground, I don't know. Don't understand that part yet. Last thing I want to show you is how the actual little garden inside the food forest is doing. It's doing well. I don't think it's getting the proper amount of light like the rest of our plants outside, so they are growing a little slower, but I mean still they're growing. So I think it's a win just by having it in here. Just was something to do. So that's our update. Oh, one more thing. This kind of discouraged me, so let me share some discouragement. We actually had our potato plants did like this, right? So I got another tire, I put it on top, and I filled it up with soil. Then I came out the next day and it was like this. So I'm just leaving that there. Probably in about 60 days, I'm gonna actually just turn that over, take that soil out, and see maybe there's some some potatoes in there. This one, after what they did right here, I just said, nah, I'm not doing it out here. But next, I don't know. I'm not doing potatoes, but I keep them in the containers though. So I think that's it. Everything is fruited, but nothing is like ripe, ready to start showing you some size. So until April 15th, we'll catch this thing out again. I got a few more plants in here, I'll show y'all then. But that's it for today. And as always, the bugs are starting to get crazy. So as always, grow, grow, grow. Peace. All right.